So this week's topic of Amuna Mondays was operating off of acceptance. And before I begin, the class was dedicated to a couple names. The first name is Le'ilui Nishmat for Yaakov Tzvi ben Moshe Avram. He's actually a grandfather of one of the members that come to the class. And he was an amazing figure, a father figure, a role model, and truly lived by Torah and Emunah and Bitachon. And Baruch Hashem, he's created a massive, beautiful family that are Torah observant and strive every single day to follow in the path of Judaism. And the class is dedicated to, again, Lulei Nishma for Yaakov Tzvi ben Moshe Avram, as well as Gabrielle Masoud bat Sarah and Roger Asher ben Marcel. May all their neshamas have the ultimate aliyah. So the reason I chose this topic was because I realized it was such an intense yet unspoken topic, because normally when people think of acceptance, they think of let go. Just let go, and it is what it is, and there's nothing for you to do. But the truth is, there's plenty for you to do. And that's why the topic is operating off of acceptance. There's still things to do once acceptance is formed. Unfortunately, people think acceptance is hand in hand with just doing nothing, just letting things be, just let things run its course. And to an extent, they're right. There is the aspect of letting go. But at the same time, there is still plenty to do. The problem is one's eyes don't actually open up to see what's available and what is for them, because their eyes were so used to the fact that they tried, and it's not working, which is why they end up at this forefront of, let me just accept whatever I do is not working, and I just need to accept that this is what it is. So the truth of it is that it actually comes down to a really cool idea that we came up with during the class, and it's acceptance tends to only arrive once someone exercises all their efforts. And because of that, because someone just exercised all their efforts, they're drained. And in being drained, they now are just like left to, you know what, I'm just going to take the thing. The truth is, I don't have control. And if I have no control, it's not draining anymore if I just let it go. It is what it is. Acceptance. But in doing so, the minute one accepts, that's when things just start lining up and their eyes start opening in a different manner and things start panning out for them. And why is that? It's because if you think about it, it's such a massive reward for somebody that can accept something, because that's you understanding your method is not working. Your efforts, again, you exercised all your efforts and it didn't work. So now you're just letting go. But in doing so, because Hashem understands how difficult that is for somebody to go ahead and put all their efforts in and it fail and it not work out the way that they panned out, but still be open to the fact that, hey, maybe I just don't know. The minute they do that, Hashem will now create another door. He will literally create another door, but it's our job to be able to identify it and walk through it. The problem is nowadays is a lot of people want to express and show you the door. But the truth is, if one can't even recognize that there's a door and acknowledge that a door is being formed or a door is in front of them, there is no way that they're ready to walk through such a door. But we, as society, are failing to even train people to acknowledge the door. Just acknowledge the door. Know that there's an option. Know that there's an opening. Instead, it's just show it to them and then just force them through. Go, walk through this, do this. And then you wonder why people are steering away and don't want and don't feel a connection. It's because the connection can't be forced. It needs to be experienced. People need to experience the concept of trying, failing, accepting, and then realizing, wow, there's another opportunity. There's another thing. And despite the fact that it didn't work the 100 times before, it's not going to deter the person to go ahead and give it one more try. Give it another try. Now that acceptance has entered the field, everything has changed. But instead, a lot of people want to operate, no, I tried 100 times. What's one more time? Logically, yes, you're right. What's one more time? But that's where Emunah comes in. There's no logic behind Emunah. It doesn't have to make sense, and it's not going to make sense. I start accepting, and boom, things start lining up. Why? Because Hashem understands how difficult it is to have your plans fail or not go as planned, and yet still maintain that open mind after exhausting all your efforts. Still maintain that open mind to see, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's another way, despite that you did all your efforts. And that's really what acceptance is. So that's where operating off of acceptance, what do you have? What's the operation? Like, what do you do? What are the next steps after accepting? It's maintaining that open mind that the door is going to get open for you. But you need to acknowledge the door. If you can't acknowledge the door, you have no place walking through it, and you're not ready to walk through it. So focus and work on yourself to be able to acknowledge various doors that are opening up in life. And then you'll find yourself walking through, being prepared to walk through, and receiving what is through those doors. So again, that was the topic for this week's Emunah Monday. If anybody has any questions or comments, please let me know. But the topic, this week's summary was actually dedicated to, again, I'll repeat the names, Le'ulei Nishmat for Yaakov Tzvi ben Moshe Avram, as well as Gabriel Masao de Bat Sarah and Roger Asher ben Marcel. May all their neshamas have the ultimate aliyah. Thank you so much.